Alright, so how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. This is a $600 gaming PC build with the Ryzen 5 5600X and the RX 460. I have these parts, and if this video reached like 50 likes, this PC build will be up the next week. First up, we got the Ryzen 5 5600X, a 6-core 12-threaded CPU from AMD. It's one of the best budget and high-end CPUs you can get on the market right now because it's got great value for money. $272 right now on Amazon at the time of making this video. You can compare it to something like an 11700K and it gets the job done. 11600K is actually better. 11900K has got more value and provides pretty much the same performance. Yeah, you compare this CPU with anything, an RTX 3070, 3080, 3090, you just name it. But again, as I said, this CPU really have some strong IPC and now really strong value for money. The only competitor to it, in my opinion, in terms of value for money is the i5-10400F, but it's getting killed by the prices of the H410M and H510M boards. It is what it is, but again, the budget market right now is really lacking in the CPU the division, you know, and pretty much everything in PC parts is actually lacking. But hey, that's another topic for another day. The bottom line is, it is one of the best CPUs for gaming right now. As for the board, I give you two options. It depends on what you want, what's in stock. You either got the B450M DS3H from Gigabyte version 2, and it's Ryzen 5 5th gen ready out of the box. Got 4 RAM slots, doesn't have PCIe Gen 4, or you can get the ASRock B550M HDV. It's an entry-level B550M board. It has PCIe Gen 4, but only 2 RAM slots, and this is like the biggest difference between both boards, but they both get the job done and for under $70. As for the RAM, we're looking at 2 8GB sticks of DDR4 3600 MHz of RAM. It's from Team Group. 16 gigs gets the job done. The only reason I went with 3600 MHz over 3200 because you might get more frame rates if you decided to play the FPS intensive game with a 5600X. So yeah, 3600 is like $5 more, so why not? Unless you found a really good deal on a 3200 MHz scale of RAM, you know, there's that. As for the SSD, we actually went with a 480 GB SSD for under $50. You can go with 1 TB, but this will put you at around, like, I believe $700 for this PC. But you know, it's all you. They both are for actually a good price relatively, and they both get the job done. As for the GPU, I actually leave you with two options. First up, we got the RX 460 2GB GPU. This is the GPU that is actually available everywhere in stock. It's everywhere on eBay for $100. One of my favorite GPUs because it looks bad actually, but it's budget, you know. It's for $100. It can run any game at 1080p medium to low settings. Cyberpunk, you know, can run it. Red Dead Redemption can run it. The competitive esports game like Fortnite, Valorant, it can run that. On the other side of the spectrum, the GPU that's not available on eBay that easily for under $100 is the GTX 950 or the 960. Both the GPUs provide really good performance in the FPS intensive games and the GPU intensive games. The only caveat with all these GPUs, it's that it only has 2GB of VRAM till the GPU market kind of stabilizes and gets the job done. In my opinion, I really like the RX 460 because I got myself one, and I also like the 960 because I got myself one, but it's for like under 150 rather than 100. So yeah, again, I'd leave that to you. As for the power supply, we're looking at a 600 watt power supply from EVGA for around $50. Come on, 600 watts, I guess the job done. You can upgrade the GPU in the future, no problem with this power supply still with you. EVGA, I believe bronze certified 80+, so you got nothing to worry about. As for the case, you got two options. You can either go the trusty NZXT H510, the Montech X1, or you can go budget with something like the Cooler Master Q300L, which is everybody's favorite case. Used to be, like, it's been a year since this case, you know, in stock. So yeah, and that's been it, guys. Thank you for watching. 50 likes, and yeah, this PC will land anyways next week. See you in the next one. Peace.